And stay tuned for a little bit longer because we're almost done, but we wouldn't leave without giving the stage to one of our other yes pitches. Let's have a look at Andrew Hodges, what he has to say to the ASMR audience.
How would you respond to an advert that knew who you were? Could we reach a point perhaps where adverts can understand our personality traits based on an accumulated character profile from our browsing history, or say even what we watch on Netflix? Could even get to the point perhaps where these adverts can understand how you're reacting to them. And with Google scooping up all the data on everything we know, these ads could get very intuitive. What if, for instance, they began to understand your use of emojis on Facebook? For instance, if you come out of work and there's always a sad face, then these ads could react and notice that you're in the pub as well by saying, oh, another long day at work, perhaps it's time for a Budweiser. So my wow moment is that adverts could serve my coping methods. And that could be based off of retweets, that could be based off of posts I share on Facebook. If I share a lot of kittens, for instance, well, guess what will appear on the next ad?
So, if you just joined us recently and you're wondering what this little funky, very energetic clip from Andrew Hodges was all about, by the way, Andrew, welcome. You're
Hello.
now here live. You're a copywriter at Zappy Store.
That's right.
And you responded to that yes competition where ASMR asked, if you have anything to say that you want a global audience for, send us the 1 minute pitch. And your pitch was actually selected.
It was.
Out of many submissions. There's 8 of you. All 8 of you will be here in the studio. And all of 8 of you pitched this morning in the plenary session. How did it go?
Well, 60 seconds is both a very short amount of time and a very long amount of time.
To hold your
simultaneously.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
All right.
Stressful. That's all I do.
And now the audience votes, and 2 of you are going to actually do a full presentation tomorrow at 5:30, I believe.
Yeah, it's what's it called? A Pecha Kucha.
Pecha Kucha, yeah.
That's the one.
So it's 20 slides, 20 seconds, applying a little bit more pressure on you.
Yeah, as if there wasn't enough already.
As a background story, have you prepared that one already?
Yes.
You're ready to go?
Yes. Let's say yes.
Let's say yes, okay. Now, let's zoom a little bit on what you propose. Ads that understand your coping methods. Take me back to that moment. How did you come up with this technology or methodology?
Well, it seems as though in market research everything's speeding up. You've got a lot more automation and AI. So the next step, I feel like, is things becoming more real time. And especially everybody sharing so much more personal data. There's just so much more out there that means the ads I see should be far more relevant to me, not just generally, broadly, but day to day. You know, we change on a daily basis, or the environment around us changes, and therefore so should what we consume.
And it should be real time. Now, just to be really clear, is this an application for ads, for marketing, or is it for research? Where on this boundary are you?
It's more of an idea, just sort of a concept. I've only been working for Zappy Store for about 3 months, but it seems that I've sort of come along at a moment where there's a change happening. Lots of talk about big data and merging that data, which at the moment is stifled. There are some hurdles, and when we overcome those, then it seems almost as though anything is possible, just in terms of bringing everything up to speed.
So, and where can you see this the application of this?
I think an interesting area is augmented reality. You know, what with Pokemon Go and stuff. Yeah. We might see more ads sort of blending with our, as I say, our day-to-day
Because obviously
existence.
in augmented reality, location and visual cues are much more present, so there's much data to bounce off and to...
They know where I am, they know how long I spend there, they know if I prefer rock-type Pokemon or electric Pokemon. That's sort of the tip of the iceberg, I guess.
Well, very interesting. And now, say people are interested to chat a bit more about you. Where can they find you online?
Well, I have a Twitter.
I saw you tweeting. What's your handle? Shout it out.
_Mr. Roo_again. And I also just a personal blog, not much on there about market research, at rubox.co.uk.
All right.
Just review the week occasionally and politics. So,
well, great to meet you here. Great you had the opportunity to take this stage. I think it's a very energetic and very well brought pitch on video. I haven't seen you do it this morning on stage, but I
Yeah,
wish
might
you
have been
best
for
of
the best
luck.
you didn't see that.
And I hope you, you hope you win. And then we'll see you back tomorrow at 5:30.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Andrew.